My beloved child, stop everything for a moment. Breathe. Let the noise fade into the background. Let the scrolling pause. Let your shoulders drop just a little. Because I'm speaking to you right now, and this is not by accident. You didn't stumble into this message. I drew you here. I timed this. I aligned this moment with the exact weight you've been carrying and the exact prayer you've been whispering when nobody else could hear you. I have seen you. Not the version of you that smiles in public, not the version that says, "I'm fine," and keeps moving. I have seen the real you. The late nights where your mind wouldn't shut off. The mornings you woke up tired before the day even started. The quiet tears you wiped away quickly so nobody would ask questions you didn't have the strength to answer. I've counted them, I've collected them, I have not ignored a single one, and I need you to hear me clearly, because the enemy has been loud lately. He's tried to fill your head with fear. He's tried to turn your patience into frustration. He's tried to turn your faith into fatigue. He's tried to convince you that your situation is permanent, that your bank account is your future, that your struggle is your identity, that your delays are your destiny. But I am the one who writes destiny, and I am rewriting what you thought could never change. My child, I am adding a 0 to your bank account starting today. Not because you earned my love, not because you proved yourself, not because you performed perfectly. I'm doing it because I am your father, and I am faithful. I'm doing it because you have been faithful in the unseen places. You kept going when you had every reason to quit. You chose integrity when compromise would have been easier. You kept your heart soft when bitterness tried to make it stone. You prayed even when you didn't feel anything. You showed up. You endured. You held on with trembling hands. And I have been watching, smiling, strengthening you in ways you didn't even realize. Now listen. When I say I'm adding a 0, I'm not just speaking about numbers. I'm speaking about increase with purpose. I'm speaking about provision with peace. I'm speaking about financial freedom that doesn't cost you your soul. I'm speaking about a breakthrough that doesn't break you. Because you have been living with pressure, haven't you? You've been doing math in your head all day. Bills, rent, groceries, gas, debt, responsibilities. You've been stretching what looks too small. You've been trying to make it work, trying to stay hopeful, trying to stay grateful, trying to stay strong. And on the outside, you've been holding it together. But on the inside, you've been wondering, God, how much longer? My child, I heard that. I heard it the first time you whispered it. I heard it the 100th time you thought it, and I am not offended by your honesty. I'm not scared of your questions. Bring them to me. Because I am not just the God of heaven, I am the God of your everyday, the God of your kitchen table, the God of your paycheck, the God of your overdue notices, the God of your credit score, the God of that account you don't like to check because it makes your chest tight. And I am telling you today, this is shifting. I am opening doors you didn't have access to. I'm arranging conversations you didn't expect. I'm placing you in rooms you didn't think you belonged in. I'm positioning you for promotion, for business growth, for a new opportunity, for a paid-off debt, for favor that doesn't make sense on paper but makes perfect sense in the spirit. And yes, it may come in ways you didn't predict. That's why you must stay alert. The blessing won't always look like a suitcase of cash. Sometimes it looks like a phone call. Sometimes it looks like a contract. Sometimes it looks like an idea that won't let you sleep. Sometimes it looks like a mentor. Sometimes it looks like an unexpected refund. Sometimes it looks like debt relief. Sometimes it looks like a new client. Sometimes it looks like a job offer with better benefits. Sometimes it looks like your own hands finally being strengthened to build what you've been dreaming about. But I need you to stop shrinking your expectations to match your fear. You've been trained by disappointment. You've been conditioned by delays. You've learned to say maybe because yes felt too risky. You've learned to keep your hopes small so it wouldn't hurt as much if things fell apart again. But I did not create you to live guarded and small. I created you to live anchored and bold. So hear me. I am not teasing you. I am not dangling hope in front of you to watch you chase it. I am a good father. When I speak, I perform. When I promise, I provide. When I open a door, no one can close it. If this message is hitting your spirit like a heartbeat you can't ignore, I want you to comment 777 right now. Not because I need it, because you need a marker. A moment where you say, yes, God, I receive what you're saying. Yes, God, I'm staying in faith. Yes, God, I'm ready. And if you can feel hope waking up again, tap the like button so this message can reach another soul who's been fighting silent battles too. Now listen closely, because the enemy has a pattern and I'm exposing it. When you're closest to a breakthrough, he increases the pressure, he amplifies the doubt, he sends distractions, he brings up old pain, he replays old failures, he tries to get you to react emotionally so you step out of alignment. He wants you to say something you can't take back. He wants you to sabotage the very thing you prayed for. But my child, you are not who you used to be. You're not easily moved anymore. You've been forged in fire. You've been refined in waiting. You've been strengthened in the wilderness, and you're about to see why it had to be this way. Because the blessing I'm sending you requires maturity. You asked for overflow, but overflow without wisdom becomes chaos. You asked for more income, but more income without discipline becomes stress. You asked for stability, but stability without faith becomes pride. And I love you too much to give you something that would destroy you. So I have been training you, teaching you, shaping you, building your character while building your future. That's why some doors closed. That's why some people left. That's why certain opportunities didn't work out. It wasn't rejection, it was protection. You didn't lose what was meant for you. You were rescued from what would have drained you. Now your season is changing, and I am saying it again because I need it to sink deeper than your emotions. I am adding a 0 to your bank account starting today. Today, I am breaking the cycle. The cycle of almost enough. The cycle of catching up. The cycle of one emergency, wiping everything out. The cycle of praying with panic. The cycle of surviving when you were born to thrive. I am shifting you from survival mode into stewardship mode. I'm putting ideas in you that lead to passive income. I'm giving you strategies that bring long-term security. I am aligning you with the right people, the right partnerships, the right timing. I am teaching you how to manage money with peace, how to build wealth with humility, how to handle increase without losing yourself. Some of you have been asking me about investments, about starting a business, about a side hustle, about a new career path, about real estate, about e-commerce, about content creation, about skills that pay, about how to build an income stream that doesn't steal your whole life. And I am not silent about that. I am guiding you. I am making you aware. I am sharpening your discernment so you don't chase hype, you chase alignment. Because I am not calling you into reckless spending, I am calling you into wise building. I am not calling you into greed. I am calling you into generational change. I am not calling you into showing off. I am calling you into stability, into giving, into legacy. And yes, I know what you've been through. I know the stress of debt consolidation conversations. I know the embarrassment of overdue payments. I know the fear of looking at mortgage rates and thinking, how will I ever? I know the weight of medical bills, insurance decisions, the anxiety around tax problems, the pressure of keeping a family afloat. I know, but I am not limited by your limitations. I can multiply what you have. I can stretch what you thought was too small. I can bring clients from nowhere, opportunities from unexpected places, resources through doors you didn't even knock on. I can turn one yes into 10 open doors. I can make one connection change your entire year. And the part you don't see is what I've been doing behind the scenes. While you were crying, I was working. While you were waiting, I was weaving. While you were confused, I was coordinating. While you thought nothing was happening, I was moving pieces into place with divine precision. Do not confuse silence with absence. I have been close to you, closer than the breath you're taking right now. Now, I need to speak to the part of you that has been quietly ashamed, the part that feels like you should be further by now, the part that compares your life to someone else's highlight reel, the part that wonders if you missed your moment, if you wasted too much time, if your mistakes disqualified you. My beloved, listen to me. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are being prepared. And preparation often feels like pressure to the untrained heart. But you are being trained. This is why you can't give up now. You didn't come this far to turn around at the edge of the miracle. Comment 777 if you know deep down you've been in a battle, but you're still here. That number is not magic. It's a declaration. It's you saying, I'm still standing, I'm still believing, I'm still expecting God to move. Now let me speak to your heart, because money is only one battlefield. The enemy didn't just attack your finances. He attacked your confidence. He attacked your relationships. He attacked your sleep. He attacked your mental health. He attacked your peace. He tried to make you feel alone in a crowded room. He tried to make you feel misunderstood by the people you love. He tried to make you feel like nobody sees how hard you're trying. But I see it. I see the effort you've been making to keep your home together. I see the way you keep forgiving. I see the way you keep showing up for people who don't always show up for you. I see the way you carry responsibilities that were never supposed to rest solely on your shoulders. And I'm telling you, I'm bringing healing into your house. I'm restoring what you thought was too broken. I'm softening hearts that have been stubborn. I'm bringing clarity where there has been confusion. I'm breaking misunderstandings that have kept you separated. I'm teaching you how to set boundaries without guilt, how to love without losing yourself, how to speak truth without fear. Because your breakthrough is not just financial, it's emotional, it's relational, it's spiritual, it's your whole life coming back into alignment. And the moment I release increase into your hands, the enemy will try to provoke you into chaos. He will try to tempt you into old habits. He will try to pull you back into the same cycles. That is why I'm giving you this message before the increase fully manifests. So you are ready, my child. You're about to have choices you didn't have before, and you must choose wisdom. Wisdom looks like budgeting with peace, not panic. Wisdom looks like saving consistently, even when you finally have room to breathe. Wisdom looks like building an emergency fund, a high-yield savings plan, thinking long-term, making sure you're covered. Wisdom looks like saying no to what drains you and yes to what strengthens you. Wisdom looks like investing in skills, education, coaching, and tools that multiply your capacity. Wisdom looks like protecting your mind, because your mindset is a gateway. If the enemy can't steal your money, he will try to steal your focus. So guard your focus. Guard your faith. Guard your peace. There are angels assigned to you in this season. You have felt it, even if you couldn't explain it. That sudden protection, that near miss, that closed door that later made sense. That feeling in your gut that told you, don't go there, don't say that, don't trust that. That was not anxiety, that was discernment, that was me. And I am increasing that discernment now, because with bigger blessing comes bigger testing. Not because I want you to suffer, but because the enemy hates what's on your life. He hates the testimony you're becoming. He hates the generational shift you're stepping into. He hates the fact that your family line is about to look different because you decided to keep your faith. Let me tell you something the enemy doesn't want you to know. The delay was not denial. The struggle was not your punishment. It was your training. And now, the training is producing results. Some of you are going to see a sudden change so fast it will make you sit down and stare. You will say, God, is this real? And I will whisper back, yes, my child, this is me. Some of you will receive a new opportunity that feels too big. Don't run from it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't say, I'm not ready. If I open the door, you are ready. Walk through it with humility and courage. Some of you will see a turnaround in your finances through a new stream of income. It might be a raise. It might be a promotion. It might be a commission. It might be a business idea. It might be a digital skill. It might be a brand deal. It might be the courage to finally start what you've been putting off. But it will be undeniable. And for some of you, the zero I'm adding is not just to the bank account you're used to checking. It's to the value you carry. It's to your confidence. It's to your sense of worth, because you have been living like you're small when heaven calls you chosen. You've been living like you're behind when heaven says you're right on time. You have been living like you're alone when heaven says you're surrounded. So receive this. Let it sink in. Let it steady you. And if you want to stay connected to messages like this, subscribe to this channel. We're building faith here. We're building strength here. We're building the kind of mindset that doesn't break when the storm comes, because it's rooted in truth. Now, listen, because there is one more thing I need to address, and it's the part of you that has been afraid to hope. The part that says, what if I believe again and I get disappointed again? The part that says, what if I trust God and nothing changes? My beloved, that fear makes sense, but it does not get to lead you. Hope is not naive. Hope is a weapon. Faith is not denial. Faith is alignment, and alignment is what activates doors. So I'm calling you to align your words with my promise. Stop speaking lack over your life. Stop agreeing with fear. Stop announcing defeat before the battle is finished. Your words carry weight. Your words set direction. Your words either build a bridge to your breakthrough or build a wall that keeps you stuck. Speak life again. Speak courage again. Speak expectation again, even if your voice shakes. Even if all you can say is, God, I trust you. Help my unbelief. That prayer moves heaven. Now I am going to speak directly to your finances again, because I need you to understand the spiritual law here. The enemy uses scarcity to control you. Scarcity makes you anxious. Anxiety makes you impulsive. Impulsiveness makes you vulnerable. And vulnerability makes you easy to manipulate. But I am breaking that chain. I am teaching you to move from fear to faith, from panic to peace, from reaction to wisdom. And I am going to give you a sign, a confirmation that this is not just emotional. Watch for the next 24 to 72 hours. Pay attention to what I highlight. A message, a call, an email, an idea, a person reaching out, a chance to apply, a door to knock on, something that looks small, but it carries a seed. Do not despise the seed. Seeds don't look like forests, but they become them. And some of you, your seed is an instruction, a nudge to update the resume, a nudge to apply, a nudge to post consistently, a nudge to learn that skill, a nudge to launch the service, a nudge to price your work correctly, a nudge to stop undervaluing yourself, a nudge to get organized, to track your spending, to cut what's bleeding you, to build what will sustain you. I'm not just sending you money, I'm sending you momentum. I'm not just sending you increase, I'm sending you insight. I'm not just adding a zero, I'm adding stability, I'm adding wisdom, I'm adding strategy, I'm adding favor. Because the kind of financial breakthrough I give doesn't vanish as fast as it came. It lasts, it grows, it multiplies, it becomes legacy. And yes, I know there are those around you who won't understand your growth. Some will clap, some will question, some will criticize, some will suddenly remember you when they need something. That is why I'm telling you now, stay humble, stay generous, but stay discerning. Not everyone deserves access to what I'm building in you. Protect your peace, protect your progress, protect your purpose. The enemy will try to send counterfeit opportunities too. He will try to lure you into fast money that costs you later. He will try to rush you into decisions you didn't pray through. He will try to make you desperate so you settle. But you are not desperate. You are chosen, you are guided, you are provided for. So you will not settle. You will not rush. You will not trade your calling for convenience. You will not trade your integrity for a shortcut. because what I'm bringing into your life is clean. It is blessed, it is sustainable, and it is already in motion. Now keep listening, because I'm about to speak to the specific kind of breakthrough that makes you look back and realize I was working the entire time, even when you thought you were just surviving. You thought you were just getting through the day, but I was teaching you how to endure without losing your tenderness. You thought you were just paying what you could, but I was teaching you discipline, the kind that builds real stability. You thought you were just trying not to fall apart, but I was strengthening the parts of you that needed to carry what's coming next. There is a type of blessing that would have crushed the old version of you, and I am not interested in giving you something you can't hold. So I held it back until your hands were steady, until your heart was ready, until your mind was clear enough to recognize that increase without peace is not a gift. Now I am releasing peace with the increase, and you are going to notice something. The moment your peace returns, your clarity returns. The moment your clarity returns, your decisions change. The moment your decisions change, your life accelerates. Because many of the doors you've been praying for don't open with begging. They open with alignment. They open when you stop doubting your value. They open when you stop apologizing for being called to more. They open when you stop negotiating with fear. So I am removing the fog. That fog that made you second guess every step. That heaviness that made simple things feel complicated. That constant mental noise that made you feel like you were always behind. I'm bringing order to your thoughts. I'm bringing direction to your days. I'm helping you prioritize what matters so your energy stops leaking into places that can't produce fruit. Because your energy is currency too, and I am teaching you to spend it wisely. There are people who have been draining you with endless access, endless demands, endless chaos. They call it love, but it is not love when it leaves you empty. They call it loyalty, but it is not loyalty when it requires you to abandon yourself. My child, I am giving you permission to say no without guilt, to protect your schedule, to protect your focus, to protect the quiet parts of your life where your purpose grows. This season is not for explaining yourself. This season is for building. You have been asking for a financial breakthrough, but you have also been asking for relief. And relief is not always what happens to your bank account first. Sometimes relief begins with what happens to your boundaries. Sometimes relief begins with your sleep. Sometimes relief begins when you stop carrying what I never assigned you to carry. I am not calling you to hustle until you break. I am calling you to move with wisdom and rest. Because there is a holy kind of rhythm where work is not slavery, and rest is not laziness, it's stewardship. It's you trusting me enough to stop proving yourself and start building from peace. When you build from peace, you build stronger. When you build from peace, you see better. When you build from peace, you can hear my instructions without panic interrupting you. And I do have instructions for you. Not loud, not stressful, not frantic. Simple, specific. At the right time, I will highlight one step, and that one step will unlock the next. You have been wanting the whole blueprint, but I am training you to walk with me, not ahead of me. If I showed you everything at once, you would try to control it. You would try to rush it. You would try to carry it alone. But I want you close. I want you listening. I want you depending on my voice more than you depend on your own understanding. So I will give you today. And when you obey today, tomorrow will open. Some of you, today looks like cleaning up your financial life with honesty, not shame. Honesty. You've avoided it because it felt heavy, but I am with you in it. Today might look like looking at your statements, making a plan, starting a budget that breathes instead of a budget that suffocates. Today might look like making one call, asking one question, setting up one appointment with a financial advisor, or researching wealth management options that match your values. Today might look like beginning the credit repair process, not because you are broken, but because you are rebuilding. And as you rebuild, you will realize something powerful. You were never behind. You were being redirected because I have watched you learn things in the valley that you would have ignored on the mountain. I have watched you gain wisdom in lack that you would have skipped in abundance. I have watched you develop discernment in disappointment that you would not have developed in comfort. Now that discernment will protect your increase. There is a reason you have felt a new sensitivity lately, a new awareness of what is off, what is fake, what is draining, what is rushed, what is manipulative. That is me sharpening your spirit, because not every opportunity is a blessing. Some opportunities are traps wearing a suit and a smile, and I will not let you be taken. In the coming days, something will present itself as easy money, quick success, instant results. It will pressure you. It will flatter you. It will promise you the world while quietly asking for your integrity. And you will feel that check in your spirit, that pause, that hesitation, that inner knowing. Listen to it. My child, I am not only adding a zero, I am adding protection around your decisions. You will not be fooled in this season. You will not be rushed. You will not be played. You will not sign what you did not pray about. You will not commit to what drains your future. You will not open doors that I closed for your safety. Because I am leading you into clean increase. And clean increase feels different. It doesn't come with dread. It doesn't come with constant anxiety. It doesn't come with you losing your joy. It comes with peace even when you don't have every detail yet. It comes with confidence that doesn't need applause. It comes with the quiet strength of knowing, this is mine, and it will not be taken. Some of you will see this through your work, the right project, the right client, the right contract, the right manager noticing what others overlooked. A shift in your workplace that suddenly creates space for you. A role opening that fits you like it was designed for you. An unexpected email that changes everything, and for those of you building something, I am speaking to your business as well. The nights you stayed up refining your offer, the mornings you woke up and tried again, the days you posted and nobody responded, the moments you wondered if you were invisible. You are not invisible, you are being developed. Because the business I'm breathing on is not built on desperation. It's built on service, it's built on excellence. It's built on consistency. I am teaching you to master the basics, to create real value, to build trust, to communicate clearly, to price with confidence, to deliver with integrity. And yes, I will connect you with the right strategy. Digital marketing that actually works, not noise. SEO services that bring the right people, not just random attention. A brand voice that feels like you, not like someone you're copying. Systems that make your work sustainable. Tools that multiply your time. Partnerships that respect your boundaries. You are going to stop working so hard for so little. I am going to reward what you've been doing in secret. There are seeds you planted when you didn't have much. You gave your time. You gave your kindness. You gave your effort. You helped people without keeping score. You showed up when it wasn't convenient. You encouraged someone when you were the one who needed encouragement. You thought nobody noticed. I noticed. And I'm not like man. I do not forget. I do not overlook. I do not lose track of faithfulness. There is an account in heaven with your name on it, and it is not empty. Now you will see a withdrawal from that account into your life. And it will not come with shame. It will not come with fear. It will come with the quiet recognition that I am keeping my word. Now let me speak to your home, because your finances and your environment are connected more than you realize. Some of you have been trying to prosper in a space filled with constant negativity. You have been trying to build in an atmosphere of criticism, sarcasm, and doubt. You have been trying to heal while staying around what keeps reopening the wound. I am changing your atmosphere. I'm teaching you to be the gatekeeper of your space. What you listen to, what you allow, who gets access, what conversations you keep entertaining, what habits you keep feeding, because what you keep feeding grows. So feed your faith, feed your vision, Feed your discipline. Feed your body well. Feed your mind well. Feed your spirit with what strengthens you. And as you do, watch how your energy returns. Watch how your creativity returns. Watch how your confidence returns. Watch how your courage returns. Because some of the lack you felt wasn't only money. It was the lack of strength, the lack of hope, the lack of momentum. And I am restoring momentum. You will feel it like a quiet engine starting again inside you. Not frantic, not forced, steady, purposeful, directed. And there is something else. Some of you have been afraid that if I bless you, you will lose people, that if you grow, you will be misunderstood, that if you prosper, you will be judged. My child, growth always reveals who is safe. Not everyone is assigned to your next season, and that is not punishment, it is pruning. Pruning is not loss. Pruning is preparation. Because if I am adding a 0, you need lighter branches, not heavier burdens. You need relationships that support your calling, not relationships that compete with it. You need voices that sharpen you, not voices that drain you. So don't beg people to understand you. Walk with me, and I will surround you with who you need. Some of you will reconnect with someone who has been distant, but it will be different. It will be healthier. There will be respect. There will be maturity. There will be truth. I am healing communication. I am bringing closure where needed. I am bringing new beginnings where possible. And for some of you, I am closing a chapter completely. Not to hurt you, but to free you. Because you cannot carry dead weight into an abundant season and expect to run. Now, I'm going to speak to the part of you that fears responsibility. Because you're not just praying for more money. You're also aware that more money means more decisions. More decisions mean more chances to get it wrong. And you've been afraid of failing again. But I am not handing you this season without guidance. I will teach you. I will counsel you. I will protect you from costly mistakes when you stay close. There will be moments when you want to react. And I will whisper, wait. There will be moments when you want to quit. And I will whisper, hold. There will be moments when you feel small. And I will whisper, stand. There will be moments when you want to rush into a purchase, and I will whisper, breathe. Because part of your breakthrough is learning to choose peace over impulse. And yes, I will bless you with tangible resources, better options, better rates, better terms, better opportunities. Some of you will see a shift in your mortgage refinance possibilities. Some of you will find a smarter insurance plan that saves you money without leaving you exposed. Some of you will discover tax deductions you didn't know you qualified for. Some of you will finally get approved for what you thought you'd never be approved for, not because you manipulated the system, but because your season changed. When I shift your season, things that used to be impossible become normal. But hear me carefully. When it happens, do not forget the lessons. Do not forget how to be grateful. Do not forget how to be generous. Do not forget how to be disciplined. Do not forget how to pray when things are good, not just when things are hard. Because gratitude keeps your heart clean, and a clean heart can hold more. Now I want to address your identity, because money has a way of trying to define you. When you have little, it tries to call you less. When you have more, it tries to call you better. Both are lies. Your value is not your bank balance. Your value is my breath in you. Your value is my love for you. Your value is your assignment on this earth. So when the increase comes, you will not worship it. You will steward it. You will not chase it. You will attract it through wisdom, excellence, and alignment. You will not fear losing it. You will keep it through discipline and purpose. Because the difference between temporary money and lasting wealth is not luck. It is stewardship, and I am turning you into a steward. Some of you will feel drawn to learn in this season. New skills, certifications, an online degree that opens new doors, a software engineering boot camp that upgrades your income potential, a course that teaches you how to sell with integrity, a program that helps you manage your time, a mentor who teaches you how to scale without burning out. Do not dismiss the hunger to learn. That hunger is a sign. It is my way of expanding your capacity. And when your capacity grows, your income can grow without crushing you. Now, there will be a moment soon when you feel a surge of confidence, and you will wonder if it's too much, if you're being unrealistic, if you're being overly hopeful. That confidence is not arrogance. That confidence is alignment. Because when you finally agree with what I say about you, you stop settling, you stop entertaining smallness, you stop accepting crumbs, you stop negotiating with fear. And that is when life changes quickly. So when I say I'm adding a zero, it is not only in what you have, it is in who you are becoming. You are becoming the kind of person who can receive without guilt, who can prosper without pride, who can give without fear, who can build without burning out. You are becoming steady, you are becoming wise, you are becoming brave, and you will need that bravery because the next step I'm calling you into is bigger than what you've done before. Not impossible, bigger. It will require you to be seen. It will require you to speak up. It will require you to submit the application, to send the email, to make the offer, to post the content, to present the proposal, to show up even when your voice shakes. And I will be with you in it, because I am not sending you where my grace cannot sustain you. Now listen, because I am about to shift the way you see time. You've been thinking, I lost so many years. But I am the Redeemer of time. I can compress what you thought would take a decade into a season. I can restore what you thought was wasted. I can make your next month so fruitful that it silences the shame of your past. You will look back and realize I did not delay you. I protected you. Because if you had received what you wanted when you wanted it, you would have carried it with a wounded mindset. You would have poured it into people who didn't honor you. You would have spent it trying to prove your worth. You would have used it to numb pain instead of building a future. So I waited. Not to punish you, to prepare you. And now the preparation is producing a harvest. This is why the next blessing will not feel like chaos. It will feel like confirmation. It will feel like stability. It will feel like a deep exhale you've been needing for years. And when you finally exhale, you will realize how long you've been holding your breath. My child, I am not only providing for you, I am reparenting parts of you that grew up in survival, parts of you that always expected the worst, parts of you that always felt like you had to fight for everything alone. You don't. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not stuck. You are in transition, and transitions can feel messy because things are moving. So don't panic when old things fall away. Don't cling to what I am removing. Don't chase what I am closing. Trust the shift, because I am not taking away to leave you empty. I'm making room for new income, room for new peace, room for new relationships, room for new opportunities, room for a life that fits who you've become. Now, keep your heart open, because the next motif of this season is unexpected favor. Favor that shows up without you begging. Favor that finds you while you're being faithful. Favor that makes people advocate for you in rooms you're not in. Favor that makes the right person remember your name at the right time. Favor that moves paperwork faster. Favor that opens a door before you even realize it was locked. You will call it coincidence, but you will know it's me. And when it starts happening, I need you to stay grounded. Don't get frantic. Don't get fearful. Don't start thinking, I have to hold this with my own strength. No, you hold it with trust. You hold it with discipline. You hold it with humility, because the same God who opened it will sustain it, and the same God who adds the zero will teach you how to keep it, how to grow it, how to use it with purpose. Now I am going to speak to something very practical, because faith and practicality are not enemies. You have been praying, and I am answering, but you must also move. When I tell you to plan, plan. When I tell you to save, save. When I tell you to cut what's draining you, cut it. When I tell you to invest wisely, do it with patience. Build your investment portfolio steadily, not emotionally. Make decisions with clarity, not hype. Think long-term. Think legacy. And if you need help, ask for help. There is no shame in learning. There is no shame in counseling. There is no shame in seeking guidance. The shame is staying stuck, because pride won't let you grow. You are growing, so you will do what wise people do. You will learn, you will ask questions, you will get counsel, you will make a plan, you will follow through, and you will watch how quickly your life responds to your new alignment. Because when heaven backs your plan, it moves. Now, the next thing I'm going to reveal is this. The zero I'm adding is also attached to responsibility for others. Not because you must carry everyone, but because I'm going to make you a source of wisdom, a source of stability, a source of encouragement, a source of help. But you will not become a source by becoming a doormat. You will become a source by staying connected to me. I will show you who to help, when to help, how to help, and when to say no. Because generosity without discernment becomes depletion. And I am not blessing you to deplete you. I am blessing you to establish you. So the next time you feel pressure to rescue someone, out of guilt, pause. Ask me. The next time you feel tempted to overextend to prove you're good, pause. Ask me. The next time you feel that old pattern rising, the pattern of overgiving, overworking, overexplaining, pause. Let me lead. Because the new you is not driven by guilt. The new you is guided by wisdom, and wisdom is one of the greatest riches you will ever carry. Now stay with me, because the next phase of this message is going to touch the deepest part of your story, the part you rarely talk about, the part you keep hidden even from people who love you, the part that has shaped how you see money, how you see yourself, and why you've had such a hard time receiving without fear. It's what happened to your heart the first time you learned that having could disappear overnight. Some of you grew up in a house where money was a fight. Voices raised, doors slammed, silence thick. You watched adults stress, argue, blame, withdraw. You learned early that bills could steal joy. You learned early that one unexpected expense could shift the whole mood of the home, and without anyone saying it directly, a message settled into your spirit. Money is danger. So when I try to bless you, part of you flinches. Not because you don't want it, because you're afraid of what it might trigger. You're afraid of the responsibility, the pressure, the attention, the jealousy, the loss. You're afraid that if you finally relax, something bad will happen right after. You're afraid that if you finally enjoy, it will be taken. You're afraid that if you finally receive, you'll owe someone your peace. My child, I know where that fear came from. I know the moment you decided you had to be the strong one. I know the season you became the helper, the fixer, the one who holds it all together. I know how it shaped you. You started measuring your worth by how much you could carry. You started feeling safe only when you were in control. You started believing rest was irresponsible. You started believing joy needed permission. You started believing receiving made you vulnerable. That's why even when money comes in, your chest stays tight. You don't spend, not because you're wise, but because you're scared. Or you spend impulsively, not because you're careless, but because you're trying to soothe a wound that never got treated. Either way, you don't feel safe, and I did not create you to live unsafe in your own life. So I am healing your relationship with provision. I'm not just changing what you have, I'm changing what you believe. Because some of you have been living under an invisible vow, a vow you never spoke out loud, but you lived it. I will never have enough. I will always be behind. If I get ahead, something will go wrong. If I receive, I'll lose it. If I prosper, people will use me. My family doesn't do well with money. This is just how it is for us. My beloved, those are agreements with fear, and today I am breaking them, not by force, by truth, by love, by healing that reaches deeper than your habits and touches your identity. I am your provider, not your paycheck, not your boss, not your clients, not your savings, not a personal loan approval, not a credit limit increase, not a lucky break. I can use all of those, but none of those are your source. I am, so you will not live like everything depends on you. You will not carry the burden of the world on your shoulders as if you are alone. You will do your part, yes. You will work, yes. You will plan, yes. But you will not panic, because panic is the language of someone who believes they've been abandoned, and you have not been abandoned. Now let's go deeper, because I want you free, not just comfortable. Some of you have a memory you never talk about, but it still controls you. The day you checked an account and it was lower than you expected. The day you got the call. The day you opened the mail. The day you realized the money was gone. The day you couldn't pay for something important. The day you felt embarrassed at the counter. The day you promised yourself, never again. And that promise became a prison, because never again made you rigid. It made you hard on yourself. It made you suspicious of ease. It made you treat every expense like a threat, every opportunity like a trap, every blessing like it could explode in your hands. My child, I am not judging you for how you survived. I'm rescuing you from what survival did to you. There is a difference between being careful and being afraid. Careful listens to wisdom. Afraid listens to trauma. And I'm teaching you to hear wisdom again. Wisdom is calm. Wisdom is clear. Wisdom does not rush. Wisdom does not shame you. Wisdom does not scream. So when you feel that internal scream, that frantic urgency, that heavy dread, that pressure that says, do something right now or you'll lose everything, pause. That is not me. I lead with peace. Even when I lead you into bold steps, I will steady you. Even when I call you higher, I will anchor you. Because I want you to associate increase with safety, not stress. I want you to associate provision with love, not fear. I want you to look at your future and feel curiosity, not dread. Now, I'm also healing another wound, the wound of comparison. Because some of you weren't just raised around scarcity. You were raised around watching others have what you didn't. You watched people travel, upgrade, celebrate, buy homes, invest, move forward. And you smiled, but inside you wondered, why not me? And that question turned into shame. Shame makes you hide. Shame makes you delay. Shame makes you procrastinate. Shame makes you stay quiet when you should speak up. Shame makes you accept less because you secretly believe you deserve less. But I am removing shame from your finances. You will stop hiding from your own numbers. You will stop feeling unworthy of stability. You will stop believing you missed your window, because I am opening a window that no one can shut. And your story is not ending with struggle. Your story is shifting into wisdom, into strategy, into breakthrough that stays. Now hear me, because there's another reason receiving has been hard for you. You have a giver's heart, and that is beautiful. But somewhere along the way, you learned that love equals sacrifice. That to be good, you must overextend. That to be faithful, you must always say yes. That to be kind, you must ignore your own needs. And so when money comes, you instantly feel the pull. Who needs help? Who can I rescue? Who will be upset if I don't? Who will I disappoint? My child, generosity without boundaries is not love. It is fear of rejection wearing a holy mask, and I am freeing you from that. 2, I will teach you to give without losing yourself. I will teach you to help without bleeding. I will teach you to bless without being manipulated. You will become generous from overflow, not from guilt. You will become a river, not a drain. And as I teach you this, you will see your bank account change, but even more, you will see your nervous system change. You will feel safe enough to breathe, safe enough to plan, safe enough to build, safe enough to enjoy what I give you. Because I do not bless you so you can live tense. I bless you so you can live free. Now I want to speak to the part of you that feels responsible for everyone. Some of you became the provider too early. You became the adult too young. You learned to carry bills, emotions, expectations, responsibilities that were heavier than your age. And now, even as an adult, you still feel like you can't fail because too many people depend on you. My child, I see the weight on your back, and I am not asking you to be a savior. I am the savior. You are my child. So I am teaching you to release what's not yours, and as you release it, I will provide in ways that don't crush you. I will create systems around you. I will create support around you. I will create favor around you. Because you were never meant to carry your whole world alone. Now let me talk to you about the way you see yourself, because money responds to identity more than you realize. If you see yourself as always behind, you will make decisions that keep you behind. If you see yourself as not enough, you will undercharge, overwork, and undervalue. If you see yourself as unworthy, you will sabotage good opportunities. If you see yourself as incapable, you will hesitate when it's time to move. So I am rebuilding your self-image. Not with hype, with truth. You are capable, you are intelligent, you are adaptable, you are teachable, you are resilient, and you are not confused about your future. You are in the process of becoming clear. That is different, and clarity is coming. Some of you are about to receive clarity around your career path. You've been torn between options. You've been wondering if you should pivot, upgrade, change industries, start over. And you've feared that changing direction means admitting you failed. My child, a pivot is not failure. A pivot is wisdom. A pivot is maturity. A pivot is you recognizing that you are allowed to grow. So I will guide you into the right move, the right role, the right skill, the right niche, the right lane. Not so you can grind harder, so you can earn better with less strain. And yes, I will speak to practical doors. Better salary negotiation, a stronger resume, a sharper interview presence, a better understanding of your market value, the confidence to ask for what you're worth. I will place the right words in your mouth at the right time, and you will be respected because you will respect yourself. You will stop acting like you're asking for a favor. You will recognize that you bring value, and value is paid. Some of you will find yourself drawn toward new learning paths that increase your income quickly and sustainably. An online degree that aligns with your calling, a cloud computing certification, a project management path, a cybersecurity track, a real estate investing education that teaches you patience and wisdom, not gambling, a program that helps you build business credit the right way, a consultation with a financial advisor who understands your values and helps you create a plan that feels safe and strong. This is not random. I am upgrading your capacity. And when your capacity increases, so does your ability to receive. Now there's another layer. Some of you have been afraid of money because you saw what it did to others. You saw people change. You saw people become arrogant. You saw families break. You saw greed destroy trust. You saw friends become strangers. And somewhere inside you decided, if money does that, I don't want it. But that belief has been keeping you small. So let me correct it. Money is a tool. It magnifies what's inside. If someone is selfish, money makes it louder. If someone is generous, money makes it wider. If someone is insecure, money becomes a costume. If someone is grounded, money becomes a resource. My child, I am not making you greedy. I am making you stable. I am not giving you money to change your heart. I am giving you money because your heart is being healed. And healed hearts steward well. Healed hearts don't need to prove anything. Healed hearts don't compete. Healed hearts don't show off. They build, they give, they protect, they create, they rest. So you will not fear what money can do to you, because you will be anchored in me. Now, I'm going to speak to the way you handle decisions, because this is where many people lose what they prayed for. When increase comes, it comes with noise. People notice, offers appear, ads target you, temptations increase. There will be opportunities for high-ticket purchases, luxury upgrades, lifestyle inflation, treat yourself impulses that feel like freedom but quietly lock you into new stress. So I am giving you a new kind of power, the power to pause, to breathe, to wait 24 hours, to ask wise questions, to read the fine print, to compare rates, to understand terms, to choose the best option, not the flashiest option. This is the season where you stop being emotionally reactive with money. This is the season where you become strategically calm. You will make decisions like someone who expects to be stable for a long time, not like someone who is afraid this is their only chance, because this will not be your only chance. I am not sending you a one-time moment. I'm building a flow of favor, a flow of income, a flow of insight, a flow of open doors. And flows require structure to hold them. So you will build structure. You will create a simple system, a place for savings that actually grows, like a high-yield savings account that protects your peace and your future. You will set goals that are clear and realistic. You will stop letting random spending decide your life. You will decide your life with intention, and if you have debt, you will not be ashamed. You will be empowered. You will face it with wisdom. You will explore debt consolidation when it makes sense, not when you're desperate. You will understand your credit card debt, not fear it. You will learn to manage interest, not be controlled by it. You will stop seeing debt as a character flaw and start seeing it as a problem you can solve with strategy and patience. Because I am not condemning you, I am leading you. Now let me speak to those of you who have been one emergency away from collapse. You've lived on the edge for so long that you stopped dreaming big. You stopped planning. You stopped imagining. You told yourself, just get through this month. And month after month, that became your whole life. My child, I am breaking that cycle. I am moving you from fragile to fortified, from surviving to building, from reactive to prepared. And when you become prepared, your mind becomes quiet. Because the mind is loud when it feels unsafe. But when there is margin, the mind rests. So I am giving you margin, not just money. Margin, room to breathe, room to think, room to plan, room to say yes to opportunities without fear, room to say no to chaos without guilt. Now, I'm going to touch the deepest part. For some of you, the reason receiving feels hard is because you don't trust yourself. You've made mistakes before, and you never forgave yourself. You missed an opportunity. You spent too much. You trusted the wrong person. You signed something you didn't understand. You made a decision out of emotion, and the consequences stayed. So now you hesitate. You overthink. You freeze. You delay. You tell yourself you're being careful, but really you're afraid of repeating pain. My child, I'm not here to shame your past. I'm here to redeem it. Those mistakes did not ruin you. They educated you. And the wisdom you carry now is part of what qualifies you for this next level. You will not make the same mistakes because you are not the same person. You will not be naive because you are discerning. You will not be impulsive because you are learning calm. You will not be easily pressured because you are anchored. So I am restoring trust in you, not confidence built on ego. Confidence built on growth. Confidence built on wisdom. Confidence built on my presence. Now, I want to speak to your body because your financial stress has been living in your body. You've felt it in your stomach, in your shoulders, in your jaw, in the way you can't fully relax, in the way you wake up with tension, in the way your thoughts run at night. My child, I am healing that too. Because when I bless you, I want you to enjoy the blessing. I want you to sleep. I want you to laugh again without calculating the cost. I want you to walk into a store and not feel dread. I want you to open your phone and not feel panic. I want you to feel safe in your own life. So I am not just adding a zero, I am removing a weight that has been sitting on you for years, and you will feel it lift little by little until one day you realize you're breathing freely again. Now watch this, because the next motif of your breakthrough is restoration through unexpected channels. For some of you, it will not come the way you planned. You thought it would come through one job, one person, one deal. But I am the God of many streams. I can bless you through referrals. I can bless you through a skill you thought was just a hobby. I can bless you through content that reaches the right audience at the right time. I can bless you through a contract you didn't think you would get. I can bless you through a partnership that feels safe and aligned. I can bless you through a refund, a settlement, a correction, a missed payment returned, a fee reversed, an error fixed in your favor. I can bless you through timing. Because timing is wealth too, and I'm giving you better timing. I'm making you sharper, more attentive, more responsive to my nudges. So you will be in the right place at the right time, not because you're lucky, but because you are led. Now, you must also understand this. When you enter increase, you must protect your mind from new forms of attack. The enemy will try to make you anxious in a new way. He will whisper, "What if this doesn't last?" He will whisper, "You're going to lose it." He will whisper, "You don't deserve this." He will whisper, "Everyone is watching." He will whisper, "Now you have to prove yourself." My child, do not entertain those voices. Do not negotiate with them. Do not argue. Replace them. Replace them with truth. This is sustained by God. This is stewarded with wisdom. This is received with gratitude. This is built with discipline. This is guided by peace. And as you speak that, you will notice your spirit settle, because fear cannot thrive where truth is consistently spoken. Now I am going to move into another layer that's been quietly shaping your finances, your environment. Some of you have been surrounded by people who normalize struggle. They don't mean harm, but their words program you. They joke about being broke. They mock discipline. They shame ambition. They call wisdom boring. They call planning overthinking. They call boundaries selfish. And every time you listen, your mind gets pulled back into old patterns. My child, you will not build a wealthy life in an environment that celebrates self-sabotage. So I am upgrading your environment. I'm bringing new voices, new conversations, new standards. I am connecting you with people who speak possibility, not limitation. People who respect rest, people who honor discipline, people who see long-term, people who understand that real wealth is not loud, it is stable, and you will feel the difference immediately. Your nervous system will relax, your mind will clear, your habits will improve, because your environment will finally match the future I'm leading you into. Now, I want to touch the deepest, quietest fear of all. The fear that if you prosper, you'll outgrow the people you love. You've been worried that you'll become too different, that you'll be judged, that you'll be alone at the top. My child, you will not be alone. I am not calling you into isolation. I am calling you into elevation with humility. There will be relationships that deepen. There will be new friendships that feel like home. There will be mentors who help you stay grounded. There will be community that supports you, and there will be moments where you must choose courage over comfort. Yes, but you will not lose what is truly yours. Anything that leaves because you grew was never meant to define you. Anything that stays and honors your growth is part of your covering. So do not fear becoming who you're called to be. Now, I'm going to speak to the next practical door, protection. Because as I increase you, you will also become wise about protecting what you build. Some of you will finally understand the value of life insurance, not as fear, but as wisdom. Some of you will put your documents in order, not because you expect tragedy, but because you respect responsibility. Some of you will learn about estate planning, about wills, about protecting your family from confusion. Some of you will strengthen your coverage, reduce your risk, plan for the unexpected. This is not paranoia. This is stewardship, and stewardship is holy. Because when you steward well, you break generational chaos. You stop leaving your family with burdens. You stop leaving your future to chance. You create stability that outlives your emotions. And as you create it, you will feel something you have not felt in a long time. You will feel secure. Not because you have everything, but because you are building wisely and being led. Now, keep your heart open, because we are about to move into the part where I address the hidden grief connected to money. Yes, grief. Because some of you lost more than cash. You lost time, you lost opportunities, you lost trust, you lost relationships, you lost years of peace, and you told yourself to get over it, to be strong, to move on, but your heart never processed it. So every time you try to hope, that grief rises and says, "Don't. It hurts too much." My child, I'm not asking you to ignore the grief. I'm asking you to bring it to me. Let me heal what you buried. Let me comfort what you minimized. Let me restore what you thought was gone forever. Because grief that is healed becomes wisdom. Grief that is healed becomes compassion. Grief that is healed becomes strength that doesn't harden you. And I need you soft in this season. Not weak, soft. Because soft hearts can hear me clearly. Soft hearts can receive without suspicion. Soft hearts can build without bitterness. Soft hearts can prosper without arrogance. So I am healing you at the root, and as the root heals, the fruit changes. Your money will stop being a battlefield of fear. It will become a tool of purpose. And purpose will attract provision. Now, listen closely, because the next motif is going to surprise you. I'm going to bless you through your voice, through your story, through your message. Some of you have been through what others are going through right now. And what you survived is not just pain. It is insight. It is perspective. It is authority. And I am going to turn your testimony into influence that opens doors. Influence is currency. Trust is currency. Consistency is currency. And when you combine that with wisdom, you will see new streams open. Some of you will step into content creation, coaching, consulting, teaching, mentoring, speaking, serving. Some of you will build a brand with integrity. Some of you will offer a service that solves real problems. And as you do, I will bring the right audience, the right clients, the right customers, the right opportunities. Not everyone, the right ones. Because I am not interested in giving you fame that drains you. I'm interested in giving you impact that sustains you. And as the impact grows, the income grows. Cleanly, steadily, with peace. Now keep listening, because we are about to enter the part where I teach you how to recognize the next doors before they open, how to sense momentum, how to move with calm courage, and how to stay protected when the blessing begins to accelerate. The enemy will try to pull you into noise the moment momentum starts. He will try to flood you with options so you feel overwhelmed. He will try to tempt you into proving yourself, showing off, talking too much, explaining everything to people who don't even have your heart. But I am teaching you a quiet power in this season. The power of staying centered. The power of moving in silence. The power of letting results speak. You will recognize the next doors by the peace they carry. Not the kind of peace that feels lazy, but the kind of peace that feels steady. The kind of peace that makes you stand taller. The kind of peace that makes you feel more like yourself, not less. The kind of peace that doesn't require you to betray your values to win. When a door is from me, it will not demand your integrity as the entry fee. It will not require you to become someone you hate just to succeed. It will stretch you, yes, but it will not poison you. So pay attention to what I'm doing inside you, because I'm giving you signals. When it's time to move, you will feel a calm urgency, not panic. You will feel a clear pull, not confusion. You will feel courage rising, not dread taking over. And even if you don't have every detail, you will have enough light for the next step. That is how I lead, one step at a time, so you stay close. And as you take those steps, you will start to notice something new about yourself. You're not the person who used to beg for crumbs. You're not the person who used to settle for less because you didn't want to seem difficult. You're not the person who used to stay quiet when you needed to speak. You have grown, you have been strengthened, and now you are moving like someone who knows they're guided. That's why I'm telling you now, do not fear the acceleration. When the blessing begins to speed up, you might feel a little dizzy at first. You might feel like this is happening too fast. But I am not rushing you into chaos. I am redeeming time. I am returning what was delayed. I am restoring what was lost. I am making up for seasons where you worked hard and saw little return. You have been faithful. Now you will be fruitful. And yes, I'm still adding the zero. But I need you to understand the deeper meaning of that promise. A zero is not just more money. A zero is margin. A zero is breathing room. A zero is options. A zero is the ability to say no without fear. A zero is the ability to take care of your family without losing yourself. A zero is the ability to build something that outlives you. A zero is the evidence that I can take what looked small and make it substantial. So when it shows up, don't just celebrate the number. Celebrate what it represents. A new way of living, a new way of thinking, a new way of trusting, a new way of stewarding. And let me say this clearly, because you need to be free from guilt. It is not ungodly to want stability. It is not shallow to want a life where you're not always stressed. It is not selfish to want to pay off debt and build savings and invest wisely and create security. I'm not threatened by your desire for peace. I placed that desire in you. I'm simply teaching you to pursue it with wisdom, not with fear. Now here is how you stay protected when the blessing accelerates. You stay grateful without becoming passive. You stay disciplined without becoming rigid. You stay generous without becoming vulnerable to manipulation. You stay humble without shrinking. You stay confident without becoming loud. You stay close to me without needing constant signs, because the greatest sign is my peace in you. Some of you have been waiting for a dramatic moment, a loud miracle, a visible thunderclap. But often, my miracles come like dawn, quiet, certain, gradual at first. Then suddenly, the whole sky is lit. One day you realize the darkness is gone. That's how this will feel. You will look back and say, it changed without me even noticing exactly when. That is my kindness. That is me healing you gently so you don't get whiplash from the shift. And yes, you will still have moments where you're tempted to doubt, but your doubt will no longer lead you. It will just pass through like weather, because you are building something deeper than emotion. You are building conviction. Conviction is what keeps you steady when feelings fluctuate. Conviction is what helps you show up even when you're tired. Conviction is what keeps you from giving up when the old voice tries to whisper, "It's not going to happen." My child, it is happening. Even now, even as you listen, even if your eyes don't see it yet, I am moving, I am aligning, I am arranging, I am opening, I am closing, I am protecting, I am providing. So don't sabotage the miracle by returning to old thinking. Do not rehearse worst-case scenarios. Do not speak lack over your future. Do not call yourself unlucky. Do not keep declaring, "I'm always behind." Those words are not harmless. They plant seeds, and you are not planting seeds of fear in a season of harvest. You are planting truth. So speak truth over yourself. I am guided. I am provided for. I am disciplined. I am learning. I am growing. I am becoming financially wise. I am protected from traps. I will not be rushed. I will not be drained. I will not be ashamed. And when you say those words, notice what happens inside you. Your shoulders relax. Your breathing deepens. Your mind clears. That's what alignment feels like. That's what it feels like when your spirit agrees with what heaven has been saying all along. Now I want you to remember something important. The blessing is not just for you. Yes, I will take care of you, deeply and personally. But I am also raising you to be a testimony, a living message that says God can turn it around, a living proof that says faithfulness is not wasted, a living reminder that says delay is not denial. When people see what I do in your life, some will be inspired and some will be uncomfortable. Let them feel what they feel. Your job is not to manage their reactions. Your job is to steward your assignment, and your assignment in this season is simple. Stay close. Stay ready. Stay disciplined. Stay peaceful. Stay obedient, because obedience is the bridge between promise and manifestation. You don't need to force doors. You don't need to chase people. You don't need to beg for attention. When it's yours, it will find you. When it's mine for you, it will come with clarity. When it's aligned, it will not require you to betray yourself. So keep your standards, keep your boundaries, keep your faith, and keep your heart clean. Because you are about to carry more, and the way you carry more without losing yourself is by staying anchored. Now, I want to give you one final instruction that will keep you steady when the blessing arrives. Do not worship the method. Don't get attached to the exact way you think I will do it. Some of you have been saying, it has to come through this job, or it has to come through that person, or it has to come by this date. But I am not limited, and if I have to bypass your expectations to protect you, I will. If one door is delayed, it's because another door is being prepared. If one path seems blocked, it's because I'm guiding you around a trap. If one opportunity falls through, it's because it wasn't strong enough to hold what I'm bringing you. So hold the promise, not the picture. Hold the truth, not the timeline. Hold me, not the method, and you will stay at peace. Because peace is not the absence of movement. Peace is the presence of trust. Now, I want you to do something right now. If you feel this message in your spirit, comment 777 as a declaration that you're stepping into a new season with me. Not with panic, not with shame, not with fear, with trust, with discipline, with expectancy. Let that number be your marker that you refuse to quit and you chose to believe again. And if this message is building faith in you, press like and subscribe so you stay connected. You're not meant to do this season alone, and you're not meant to keep fighting silently. This is a place where your faith gets strengthened and your mind gets renewed. Now, receive this blessing with an open heart. I bless your mind with clarity. I bless your body with rest. I bless your home with peace. I bless your hands with skill. I bless your voice with confidence. I bless your work with favor. I bless your finances with increase. I bless your decisions with wisdom. I bless your relationships with alignment. I bless your future with stability. And I bless your heart with the kind of trust that doesn't break under pressure. You will not miss your moment. You will not miss your door. You will not miss your opportunity. You will not miss your instruction. Because I am leading you, you are not forgotten in the crowd. You are not overlooked in the system. You are not lost in the noise. I know your name. I know your needs. I know your prayers. I know your tears. I know your sacrifices. And I am responding. So when you see the first sign, don't dismiss it. When the first door cracks open, don't hesitate. When the first opportunity appears, don't shrink. When the first confirmation arrives, don't talk yourself out of it. You asked me. Now be ready to receive. And when you receive, remember, you're not receiving because you're perfect. You are receiving because I am faithful. Now lift your eyes, Lift your expectations. Lift your perspective above the problem. This is not the end of your story. This is the turn. This is the shift. This is the season where you stop asking, will it ever change? And you start saying, look what God has done. I am adding a zero. I am multiplying what you thought was too small. I am restoring what you thought was gone. I am opening what you thought was closed. I am bringing you into a life that feels lighter because it is built on wisdom and sustained by my peace. So walk forward, my child, not afraid, not ashamed, not rushed, just faithful, just steady, just ready. And you will see it. You will see why I made you wait. You will see why I protected you. You will see why I closed certain doors. You will see why I kept you hidden for a season. Because what I'm doing now is not small, it's lasting, it's clean, it's purposeful, it's yours.